Okay, in this video, we are going to talk about towels. Remember that our number one obstacle is too much stuff. And we have been going in the progression of de-junking because we know we can't do anything as long as there's clutter around. Now, one of the things that you may have come across by now is a linen closet or an area where you keep your towels. And if you're like most people, you have way too many of them. You have a lot of towels. Beach towels, bath towels, hand towels, washcloths, lots of towels. We've kind of been trained that we need a lot of them, and it really isn't true. We really don't need a lot of them. Years and years and years ago, maybe you did, because washing machines were not plenteous, right? A lot of people did not have washing machines, and at one point in time, washing machines didn't even exist. So having a lot of linens was very necessary. It isn't necessary anymore. We have washers and dryers. They can be washed on a regular basis. There's no reason to have an excess of sheets and towels. I'm talking about strictly towels right now, though. Here is what I suggest. Look and see where your towels are stored right now, okay? So you may have towels in a closet folded up. I want you to look in that closet and ask yourself, do I use these? A lot of times we'll have a linen closet and it'll be kind of like overstuffed and everything. You're going to eventually get to it and de-junk it, or maybe you have already. And so let's say you haven't, okay? Let's say you have not gotten to that closet that has linens, tablecloths, beach towels, regular towels, maybe cloth napkins, tablecloths in it, okay? Now, when you get to the towel portion of it, you have to ask yourself, how many of these do I really need? And also, are they still good? A lot of times we hold on to really crappy towels. Get rid of them, okay? So that's the first thing that you'll do. Every towel that you have that's threadbare or torn, that's going to go in a pile for you to use as rags or cloths to clean up with, okay? Or you can even donate them. I know that shelters, animal shelters, they love that kind of thing, okay? So when you're going through towels, get rid of the ones that are crappy, okay? So there's that. Now, let's say you have folded towels or even towels that are in piles because, you know, the closet might be such a mess that you're now doing the de-junking of it. And so you have all of these towels. Ask yourself if you love them, okay? If you have any towels that you're like, ugh, I hate that color, I always hated that color, or I don't like them, there's your next step, okay? Get rid of the ones that you don't like, okay? So there's that. Now, ask yourself, how many do I really need? And here's what I could tell you about that. Each member of the family should have 2 towels each, okay? So like, these 2 are yours, these 2 are yours, these 2 are mine, okay? Now, I'm not going to tell you to go out right now and do this, but the next time you're in the market to buy towels, buy them color-coded per person. So if you have 3 people in the family, you'll get a red one for Mikey, a blue one for Joey, and a green one for Emily, or white, yellow, pink, whatever. 1 color per person, 2 of the same. So say I would have 2 white ones, my significant other would have 2 blue ones, my son would have 2 green ones, and my daughter would have 2 yellow ones, okay? Now what happens is that person is responsible for those 2 towels. These towels do not get circulated in any kind of home laundry area, okay? We're going to talk about that too, about the laundry, okay? But right now, just talking about towels. So you have a towel that's green. You have 2 towels that's green. What you do is you shower, you use that towel, you hang it up on a hook, okay? You can keep the hook in your bedroom. Each person could have a towel hook in their bedroom, maybe behind their closet door, maybe out in the room, or you can have a hook each in the bathroom for each person. And so a lot of times girls will use 2 towels at the same time. They'll put a towel on their head, they'll use a towel for their body. So when they're done, those 2 towels get hung up on that hook. They're the same color, they are their towels. Now, for laundry, they're responsible to make sure that those towels get clean. You generally use a towel 3 or 4 times before it needs to be washed. So say this is the 4th time, you throw it in your hamper. Your hamper. Now don't put wet towels on clothes and get musty and stuff. You want to make sure that what I do is I just take the towel and lay it out on top of the hamper so that it dries before I put it into the hamper. So each person, now we're on laundry, each person gets a laundry basket for their room. If your child is old enough to stand in front of the washing machine and reach the knob, your child is old enough to do their own laundry, and you want to train them, okay? So you put a laundry basket in your child's room, and you tell them when you take off your clothes, if they're dirty, they go in the hamper, and if you can wear them again, then they get put away. Nothing gets dropped on the floor anymore. If they're in the shower and they took a shower and it's maybe the morning, they take off their pajamas leave with them from the bathroom. They either go in the hamper if they're dirty, in their room, or go back in the drawer if they can wear those pajamas again, right? They have a hook for their towel. They use their towel that goes on the hook, either in their bedroom or in the bathroom. You decide. Now it's time to wash that towel, and you may need to tell them. You may need to say, little Jimmy, it's the day that your towel needs to be washed, right? That might happen because maybe they're too young to really get how often a towel needs to be washed. But if they're older, they get it. 3 or 4 days, 5 days tops, that towel needs to be washed, okay? So if that's the day, they take the towel, they put it on their hamper for it to dry, and then they put it in their hamper. And then we'll talk about how we schedule the laundry in the next video. For now, you get the whole laundry thing, right? Every single person is responsible for their own laundry. They have a laundry basket in their room. If you have a significant other, if you're married, then you have 2 hampers in the bedroom. You have one for him and one for you, or one for her and one for you, okay? And his clothes go in his, yours clothes go in yours. Her clothes go in hers, your clothes go in yours, okay? So that's what's going on with the laundry. Each person has a colored towel coded to them. And one of the beautiful things about this is, one thing is you do not have mounds and mounds of laundry to do. You also don't have tons and tons of towels to wash, and then no towels that are clean because everybody just uses a towel and drops it, right? So another beautiful thing about the color coding of the towels is that there's no using somebody else's towel. Everybody will know. Your towel's red, my towel's white. You got a red towel, you got my towel. Nobody can sneak a towel that isn't theirs, that's not assigned to them. Also, you don't have to do this now, going out and buying a towel for each person and color coding, but think about it in the future, okay, to get that happening. So you've gone through your towels, you've got rid of everything that you don't like, you assigned 2 towels to each person in the house, and you explained to them, here's how this is going to go from now on. No more getting a towel out of the closet or out of the bathroom or whatever to use. You have these 2 towels, they're yours, you're responsible for them, you're responsible to wash them and hang them up on the hook when you're done, right? You're in the linen closet and you have lots and lots of towels. All you really need are like 4 towels to have in the house that are not assigned to a person, and maybe 4 hand towels, and then washcloths. That's kind of a preference because some people don't really use them at all, and other people use one every time they take a shower. So you'll want to have maybe, like, I don't know, if that's what you do, then 3 or 4 per person, right? And then if you don't use washcloths on a regular basis, right, then you just make a judgment call. You probably need about 3 or 4 of them, all right? If you have 4 guest towels, then you probably want 4 wash towels. And then you might want to have, 2 decorative type towels, the kind of towels you hang on the thing, you put a washcloth on, and little hand towels if you like that kind of thing, okay? That's all you need. Everything else, really, it's too much. And if you're saying to me right now, well, I have so many and I really don't agree with you, I think I really need that many, then this is what I'm asking you to do. Do what I suggested, okay? Have just 4 guest towels, a couple of nice ones, a few hand towels, a few washcloths, and the rest that you have, put them in a box. An Apple box is great because they stack beautifully. Mark in your calendar 4 weeks from today. Check the box with the towels. In your binder, right, you're going to have a section for your box it up plan, and you write on there, box of towels under the stairs in the basement, or box of towels on the floor in the linen closet, wherever it is that you put those towels aside, and then say in your calendar, check the box of towels 4 weeks from today. And if by that time you haven't missed them and you realize that you really don't need them, then you might want to reconsider having so much excess, okay? So that right there was towels and part of laundry. So what did you think? Did you try it? I hope you did. It was a total game changer for me. I'd go to grab a towel and they'd all be gone. Even the one that I was using in my room would be gone because somebody needed it and there was no more clean towel, so they would take mine. Everybody was grabbing a new towel every time they needed one. And then they would use it, it would pile up on the floor and get musty and smelly, and then there'd be no towel. This simple towel system changed it all. Even now with no kids, it still serves me very well. So I made this little checklist for you so that you could have all the information for all 3 videos that I did for the laundry system that I have. You could click the link and just get it. It's just there for you to download. I've also created a page, if you haven't seen it yet, with all 3 videos on it so that you don't have to search for it anywhere, okay? If you like this video, please like it. Click on the subscribe button so that you can subscribe, and the little bell icon so you'll know every time I put a video up. And leave a comment. I really would love to know how you felt about this way that I do laundry, especially when you try it. I want to hear how it changed everything. Okay, so that's that. See you on the next video. And if you're wondering why I look like this, I'm in South Carolina. I've been here for about 9 days now. I'm watching my girlfriend's dog, and I'm working very hard at the Tutor, doing a lot of stuff. I sit out here, I get hot, I jump in the pool, I come back, I go to work. All right, so that's that.